Oh my god, this music is amazing. Whew. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm so excited today because I get to show you Octopath. A couple people requested it and it's a really great game. Let me know if the balance isn't okay or if the audio's kind of weird. This is the first time I'm using the Elgato, so we'll see what happens. Also, notice that I moved my picture. Hey NMLorg, Nightbot gives you a very well-deserved wiggle. Yeah, I moved the thing, so there's different setups that Streamlabs has for each game that you play that you can kind of make it that way. So this game I found when I was doing testing, it's much better to have it on this side, on the left side. So when we go back to Dragon Quest tomorrow, we'll actually go back to the other side. So yeah, and I'm excited to continue that journey as well. But this has been a favorite game of mine for a while. Since it came out, I've been kind of playing casually. I went through and opened all the characters up. Chaos Pup, bark, 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 bark. Hello! I have my straw, my water, and my coffee. Didn't get any yellow straws yet, even though I'm a yellow pup. But yeah, so Spectre! Hello! It's great to see you. By the way, I wanted to give you a shout out, Spectre. Thank you for the follow. Your follow came in after the stream, so I wanted to make sure that I gave you credit for that. Thank you so much, and just to tell you how much I appreciate it. So anyway, like I said, I'm playing on Switch. Yeah. So I've got some freedom. So I could technically probably move around and like dance while I'm playing, but I'm not gonna really do that. Oh, thank you, Half Pint. Thank you so much. I just met Half Pint on one of my good friend's streams, Urban, who's quite amazing. I'll put a link to him in chat, and yeah, so he's actually one of my favorite streamers, and we've been Facebook friends for like a year. How we became Facebook friends is a little bit clandestine, yeah. So thank you so much for the follow, Half Pint. I really appreciate it. Bark, bark, bark. I hope you enjoy the stream. So, for those of you who don't know about Octopath, it is Square Enix's, I really think it's like Square Enix's culmination of sort of a lot of different development work, artistic work, all kinds of things like that. Basically, you have 8 characters that you can open up if you want. So, at this point in the game, the reason why I'm streaming it now is because I've actually opened up all 8 characters and done their intro quests. So you don't have to sit through that. If you want to see what their stories are, you're more than welcome to. I didn't want to spoil too much for you. The first character that you start with, which I started with Therion up there on the right, he's a thief. They kind of stay locked into your party. And, oh, did you see me clicking? You saw me hosting Urban? Yeah. I try to host him when I can. I couldn't today because I got on late. But, nice. You ended up playing with him on Destiny 2. Cool. I still haven't played Destiny 2. I was a big Destiny 1 fan. I actually went to the Destiny 1 release in their offices. And I have a special signed copy by the developers of Destiny. But, anyway. So, yeah. So if you look at the journal here, these are all the characters I've unlocked. There are all 8 of them. They each have their own sort of sub-quest, and it takes place in sort of these sub-chapters. Therion, who we're going to be continuing today, is a thief. And he actually was sort of wanting to steal this thing from this castle. I'm not going to go into too much detail on it, but basically, or this estate, but it turned out to be a trick by the owner of the estate. And he is now tasked with recovering these stolen dragonstones. So we're about to go into Noble Court for the first time. I've never been in here, and see what's up. But all the characters have their own things, and then of course there's side stories as well in the different areas. The interface on this is just like outstanding. Like, I really was impressed when I first started to play it. And it really does feel like a Square Enix title. You'll see in a second, all the battles have similar mechanics to newer Square Enix titles, such as Bravely Default. In fact, since we're right before the town, I might go ahead and show you some of the battle mechanics just once, so that you can see before we get into the story. Thanks, Half Pint. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to see you again. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Bark. And if you're still here, I will eat a treat for you. These are gummy bears. Bark. Okay, so right now I have on his skills, and let me know if you have any questions about Octopath, anyone who's watching. They have main skills and they have support skills. So Cirrus, our caster, one of his support skills is evasive maneuvers, and I thought I had it put in there, but I don't, which is good because I want to show you a battle. So that will basically cause us to avoid monsters. So we're gonna get into some trouble here. This is just like old school JRPG where you're kind of running around and finding a battle.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen? My turn.
Wow, the battle music for this area is totally different too. Okay, so we're just gonna do this one battle so I can show you kind of what it's like, and then we'll go on with the story so we can see what Therion's next piece is, because it's a really good, like, voice acting, everything's really nice in the game. I'm feeling better. I took a rest last night. I went to bed at like 9 something. And I didn't drink. I didn't go to Taco Tuesday. Feeling a lot better. And the gummy bears are helping right now too. So you'll notice on each of the mobs there's like basically what they're weak against. The only reason why those are available right now to me is because I've fought enough of these to be able to know what they're weak against, and the game accords it. Most characters can have 2 different weapons. You can just switch between them at will. So if you'll notice, the Night Raven on the left actually is weak against daggers, as well as bows and wind. So he has a special thief skill that actually steals SP, or basically MP. And so we're gonna use, and it actually uses the dagger twice, so it's kind of a nice little thing. So his guard was broken. I'll explain that in a second.
What next?
I don't want to blow these guys out of the water. I'm gonna just defend with him.
Not. Here goes nothing.
Okay, so basically, each let's see what's done. Basically, each mob that you fight has a guard by them. So you can see the 3 by the giant sheep. Okay, so if I hit one of his weak armor points, so basically if I use bows, which I'm going to do right now, and I can actually reduce his armor. So if I hit him once, I'll reduce him to 2, and once he breaks, he goes into that daze stays, just like the bird next to him is. Takes more damage in general, and blah blah blah. So, but if I want to take all 3 of them down, I can actually use her hunter skill that attacks a random foe. So I can bet that, I mean, the other one's weak against bows as well, but I'm just going to execute that, so hoping that she'll hit, and she missed him when she hit, but anyway. We'll get it.
What next?
Characters also have, from Bravely Default, you can hit this, which will cause them to boost. So pretty much any skill they have, you can boost it up, and it'll cost the same mana, but it will do 3 times the amount of damage. I mean, it's like a lot. Or it will hit 3 times, or whatever, so you can kind of gauge what you want to do. So I can pretty much probably burn these guys with a fireball. Even though they're not weak to fire, they'll still take damage. And like I said in the last game, I always love trying to steal stuff. 36%. No. I'm kind of taking this fight slow because I want to just show you a little bit about it, but we'll get into the story in 1 second. And we'll heal them later.
Cool off.
So we've got Hannock coming up again. And since he's the only one left, I can go ahead and use the same one. And I can boost her, which is going to break his guard. So Now he'll be dazed for a turn, and he'll take more damage. That's the basics of the battle system. So like Therion has 3 points up there. You see, 3 boost points. So if I use all 3 of them, that means he's gonna basically have 4 times the amount. So if I want to have 0 mana or SP, usage, I can just attack him that way, and it'll restore my SP. Special thing with him. So. I just like the music in this game is so Square Enixy. It's just like everything is very, very well done, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip his skill again for evasive maneuvers, and we actually have a skill up that we can use for Hannah, which is our hunter. She's really cool too because she can actually capture animals, any animal pretty much, even some bosses, like some lower level bosses, and she can use them, and she has a limited cost to be able to use this specific animal 3 times or 5 times, and it has special powers, so it's kind of cool. We can only unlock leg hold traps, so let's do that, and that's going to unlock a new support skill for us on the bottom. Yeah, last night was actually kind of nice to just have a night, you know, where I wasn't going out. I've been out every Tuesday night for the last, I don't know how many months. 20%, 25% chance of acting again at the end of the turn. Absolutely. Thank you so much. By the way, I set up, the YouTube is finalized and set up. So, it has all the videos on it from before, and I'm going to keep it up to date. And if you need a link to that, it's in my info section. I just added it. So this is just telling me that I can basically choose which story I want to follow when I enter this town. So I can either kind of continue with the group, or I can continue with Therion. So I could heal up at the inn with the group and then come back, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Let me do that real quick, and then we might as well, right? 194, whatever. Look, is that Sandy? Excuse me, do you know where Sandy is? I'm gonna save real quick, and then we'll come back into town and start Therion's track. I'm gonna start saving a new slot. I'm horrible with not saving in enough slots sometimes, because I feel like, well, why would I ever want to go back to that, you know, part or whatever. But yeah, I got the YouTube set up, and yeah, it's like uploading them is kind of a pain in the ass, but I really wanted to edit them. I have Premiere, but anyway, bark, roar, yay, Spectre. Oh, I saw that you were, so I've been thinking about doing a new diet, and I don't know what I want to do yet, but I remember that you had said that you, had just taken up one or something, like a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago or something like that. What kind of diet did you choose to do? Oh, can I not switch out the stories now? Surely I can. I mean, if not, that's okay. Let's see what we got. Sandy. I really miss Sandy. I wonder how I switch stories now then. I think I can switch it at the not at the inn, but at the right. I think I can switch it at the let's find the tavern in this town. There's like supposed to be a tavern, you know. There's not a tavern unless it's a really beat up tavern. Ketogenic diet. Oh, bark. Yeah, because of this because of like every year I get this East Noble Court. I wonder. Yeah, let me try that. Like every year at this time. So during the summertime, the springtime and the summertime, and some of the fall, a lot of years I'll smoke like cigarettes. That's a bad habit, I know. Thank you, Urban Bark. Oh my God, it's a host. Okay, all right. That deserves. Thank you, Ben, for my first host. Thank you so much. That deserves a treat. I actually do have treats in here, despite the fact that it doesn't look like I have a lot of treats. I'm gonna go through the rest of my gummy bears today. Bark, 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 bark. Hi. Hi, everyone. That's Ben, the Ben that I was telling you about that you should definitely go check out. Ben is awesome. I love watching his stream. Streams a lot of multiplayer things, and it's kind of cool watching the guys go through. Also, the chat's really good. Alright, here's the end. I think we can change it at the innkeeper. I don't know. I know that there's a place to do it. If not, we can actually go around and complete subquests here, which is not a problem. There we go. So because we have Therion, look at that sexy bastard over there on the right with the apple. He loves apples. In the party, we can actually start this quest. He's also a kind of a snotty figure. Like, he likes to kind of bitch at people, which I've always found endearing. Urban, bark. Alright, so this is just a recap of what I was talking about. He's trying to find these dragon stones, the lost treasure of House Ravis. So she actually, and the head of the previous house basically trapped him with this bangle. It's sort of a magical thing, and he can't get it off unless he... I didn't say that word. He can't remove the bangle unless if he completes the quest. So.
Now, Ben.
Thank you. Ben, you're the best. I love you so much. Also, you have the best Facebook posts probably I've seen in a long time. Just letting you know.
Hi.
I always wonder if people can hear me chewing gummy bears, but I don't think you guys can. Okay, so we got a clue in the stone. The only sort of annoyance that I have with the game, playing it over the course of the time that I have, is that some of the dialogues are segmented a little bit too much, it seems, so they're kind of like, hi, and then it waits for you to click, click, how are you doing? Click, you know. It takes a little bit of patience. I think they could have combined some of the things, so. Alright, we're going to the outskirts of town. Bark, 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 bark. And I'm guessing that we can kind of deal with some of these people. And we actually have our full party, which is cool. I thought it was just going to be him. By the way, each character has like a secondary action they can do with people. So see these icons that come up? So, like one of the actions is Inquire that our alchemists can do. And sometimes you get things for it. We didn't get anything for this other than just continuing to read the story. But sometimes you get secret treasures, or you'll get discounts at the inn, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And Therion himself, because he's a thief, can steal. And sometimes, as you see, he can steal for 100% chance. So, no reason not to do that. See, and he's so snotty, I like that. Anyway, we can actually come back and do these after we do the quest. I kind of wanted to get the quest started. And we have pretty good gear right now. There is some other stuff that actually haven't opened up in the game yet. You see this question mark? So there's also subclassing that I haven't opened up yet, and it's a whole big, you know, it's a full title. So, bark. Sure, I can not speed it up if you want. Yeah, no problem. Do you mean like for story purposes? If you want me to go a little bit slower, I can. I think I'm just so excited to be able to stream. Yeah, we can go, so there's actually all these little dudes are subquests here. So, the scrutinize, yeah, I've noticed that if it's not 100%, it's actually, it doesn't seem to, so your town reputation will take a hit, and you can repair that if you fail. The same thing with scrutinize or provoke. So Hannet, our hunter, can provoke, but she has to use her animals that she's gotten. Let me show you what those are real quick. So right now I've collected these. Their powers are on the right there. They're kind of relative powers. And their attacks are listed there. So like this is an ice attack for Frost Fox. Sword, polearm. So you can change these out at will. So like our weakest right now is the Cliff Birdian. If I wanted to go get another giant boar, I could go to the area of the world that has that, and you can port to where you've been before. And I could get another giant boar if I wanted. So with those pets, if I wanted to challenge him with provoke, I could use those pets to do that, but I could only use the pets. None of the other party would be in the challenge. And you see like there's no inquire here because I'm not high enough level to use that sub ability. The other characters that you get, bark. Yeah, all the other characters like Ophelia, which is our healer. She's not in the party right now. We have a healer in the party, but it's not the main healer. Tressa, Ulbrich is a knight, Primrose who's a dancer, and her story is like, I'm not going to ruin it for you at all. Her story is super adult, like super adult, like triggering adult, like it's really well done. Alphen is who our current alchemist is in the group, so he can kind of concoct things. It's a really weird class. I'll show you that in a minute. But anyway, that's the sub skills. And some people you can't actually interact with in that way. So if I go back and actually, also continuing the story won't actually. So we won't lose any of these opportunities because they're just people that are here and we can kind of come in at any time. But a use for textiles, we don't know what that is until we get the subquest for it, but we'll get it right now. So, and the writing is really good actually for most of these like sub things. Total flavor. And let's see if he has anything. Yeah, some of the towns you can get kind of a bonus to stealing, but I don't like to try stealing because if you lose 4, if your town reputation gets to -4, How do you wash your hood? Oh, that's not off topic at all. Let me go clear these out real quick. I wash my hood using what I call the core method, C-O-R, because my good friend Pup Core, who lives here in the same area, washes his hood the same way. So we got a hidden item for this one. Yeah. I basically put it in hot water, use Dawn soap, and kind of agitate the water for about 5 minutes. Like come back, agitate it once in a while, you know, over a course of 5 minutes. And then I just rinse it off. That's it. But I use the Dawn that's like unscented. Okay, cool. We got a hidden item for that. See that little exclamation mark in the lower right? That should be our hidden item. Curious antidote. Let's see what we got. You can see there's a bunch of different, I have so much stuff to sell here too. Wow. This is all getting into equipment. That actually might be a kind of a quest thing. Yeah, I think it might be. By the way, what we just got for the textiles is going to be here. So these are just kind of informational things. It's kind of complicated, but your knowledge, and you have no idea how to use it. But it will be used for sub-quests, sorry, which are very vague in this game. Look at this. So this is it. That's all you get for a sub-quest, is like that's the description you get. When you talk to them, and you can kind of go back and talk to them, but it doesn't actually give you a pointer on the map and where to go or anything, ever. Yeah, mine usually gets like, I swim in mine, so it gets kind of lakey or watery, or if I swim in the pool here, like the public pool, it gets kind of, we have saltwater pools here, so it gets kind of slimy, not slimy, but anyway, you kind of have to figure out where to go based on these, based on the text. So like there's one like egg one that was back here. I think it's in one of the beginning things. Yeah. What shall I do? I've lost my egg. What if it were dashed against a rock? Poor hunt. So I found one person along the stream that saw an egg go by, but I followed it all the way around and went to the next town, couldn't find anything. So there's something that I'm missing. But in games like this, I refuse to look it up. So that thing that we got for use for textiles will be for a quest. We just don't have it yet. Young man claiming to be the disciple of the man he lives with, yet he has yet to learn anything of note, though. And he didn't have anything for us. Is there anything to steal? Nope. Ooh. Some of these might get, so as the subquests or as like you unlock her, some things become easier to actually process. So some of these might actually go up in percentage. Let me see what we got. I love that. That was wonderful. Therion will steal from children. Like, he has no problem stealing from children. None at all. There's like a candy on one of them in the first like town that I got to, and like he's totally stole it. Yeah, and we've already done her. Yep. Let me go back and check these guys here. Oops. Sorry, girl. We got a hidden item off of this one. There's a carpenter carrying on his legacy of his father and grandfather. Yeah, so they really spent a lot of time on this. Hidden items up north for him. Let's see what he's got. I'll show you how Alphen's alchemist idea or things work. He actually has a special ability called Concoct. Yeah, I agree, Spectre. So I've done that before in the past. Thieving tips and tricks. So I believe that this gets us a extra percentage on. Oh no, actually, I think there was a guy in another town requesting this. I do that. I mean, I lost, I think 30 or something like that pounds, 31 from a few years ago. And that's how I did it. I'm just always curious as to what people sort of how successful they are on certain things, and if they're really cool, new diets. Sometimes I want to try them. The systems in the game have, there's basically, this will go into my alchemist thing. I'll give you kind of a short rundown if you want. So grapes are for health. They're basically potions. Plums are for SP, or our mana, and there's different sizes of each. And they have bunches for all allies, basically an AE heal, and bunches for SP heal. They also have reses and stuff like basically Phoenix Downs of different sizes. So his concoct ability, Alphen's, over there on the right, he's an alchemist, and he can concoct using these materials. So he can do it in battle, basically. It's basically for it. You combine different things in order to make effects based on the potency of the items that you're combining, plus whether they're single target or AE, also whether they're healing or damaging. So does that make sense? So, for instance, and when we get into battle next time with a full group, I'll show you. But for instance, this says mild medicinal component of small volume. So anything soothing or something like this with that icon is going to be healing. It's a medicinal component of large volume, so this is going to be a single heal. This will be a AE heal. And this will be a single heal but more potent. So, if I use this one for the first step of the combine process, right? Yeah, I swim and bike, Spectre, and I love swimming so much. It's hard to do when it's kind of colder out, even in the indoor pools, but I really like it. I just started biking more, though. I don't know. I'm not super great at it, long distance, though, or anything. So, just as these are healing, this is damaging. So, Injurious Seed is against one mob, against a group of mobs, and I don't have a lot of these components either. And against a more potent version against a small volume. So once you pick one of these, so let's say you wanted to do an AE heal, right? A small AE, or a mild AE heal, they might call it. So you would pick Soothing Dust, and then you would pick Essence of Grape, because you want it to heal, right? So this medicinal component would combine with this this component to produce that. If you wanted to instead do mana, you would do Essence of Plum. So they have damaging ingredients as well in here, so this can apply poison. So if I wanted to do an AE poison, I might do Dangerous Dust plus the Nox Root. And on top of that, he has this first aid ability plus a revive ability, basically. So his first aid isn't like super awesome. I mean, it's okay. It's not like Ophelia's, but he can be a primary healer, and I'm trying to make him. That's my goal, basically. I want to use him for my primary heals. I'll eventually have to switch back to her anyway for her stories, but that's the way Sandy's. All right. Okay. So let me just check this dude. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Let me do a quick save since it's really quick on the system. I used to like biking around like on my BMX when I was young, but I hated the idea of actually going to. Yeah, we don't need anything. We're good. I don't think we need anything. Yeah, we're good. I hated the idea of actually going to like a lengthy like biking thing, and but it wasn't until I got a little bit older that I started to like it. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Let's see how much better that is from ours. Equipment, and that was for Therion because it's a dagger. There are more than one character that can actually use daggers, but oh, that's way better. Look at that. So the only thing we'd be losing is this potentially poisons. So they both have poison attached to them as a proc. Big upgrade. That's great. Slots are so you can actually multi-class later in the game or something like that. It's like a remort or something. I'm not even close to there yet, but that's why he has. If you look at his equipment thing, he can be able to eventually use, I'm guessing, this other stuff. So he could be an alchemist, for instance. You could subclass him in an alchemist or something, but really, to get to work, Chaos? Or school? I don't have I sold my car a while back, so I always use public transportation here in the city, but I don't mind cycling now, like I said. Let's see what this guy's quest is.
Hello.
May not look like it now, but I was in charge of an entire company of mercenaries. The 3 of my men betrayed me and everything fell apart. My company, my life. And those 3 turncoats, they're still out there somewhere, walking around free as can be. Still with the crest they took from me, so he's gonna probably have me go get his crest that he's missing here. Haven't the coin or strength to go for them after them myself. Okay. You got it. So that's like an example of a side quest that's totally optional. And that's all it's gonna give me. Like, that's it. I'm sure they're not, yeah. You know, most of the places I've lived are pretty flat, I have to say. So, I'm kind of lucky there, I guess. There's a huge hill here. There's like a San Francisco style hill here. There's one. But... ooh, look at this. You just gave me a quest, good sir. I will take all of that stuff. Thank you very much. So you might think that weathered boots are a equipment item, but they're not. They have that little bag by them. The interface is really clean here, and you can kind of tell, pretty easy to tell what's going on. So that quest, by the way, is getting entered into... oops, sorry. We are currently in the woodlands, I think? No, we're not in the woodlands. Let me see. Flatlands, yeah. So they're entered in from the oops, sorry, I wanted to show you guys something. They're entered in from the region, so this is the world, by the way. This opens up, apparently, and all these paths on here, there's kind of like secret dungeons. Like there's one Carrion Caves, I just finished that the other day. And any of these spots, like the towns that you've been to, you can basically warp to, fast travel to. But in order to get to like the sub pieces or to find certain enemies, you have to actually travel through here from the town that's closest. Anyway, I was going to show you how that is actually... there it is right there. Alright. So we're looking for 3 turncoats on that. Let me see who is all in here. Southeast is where we need to go, he's telling me. Let's see what he's got on him. Nope. Sorry.
Oh.
Wow. Nice. We could really use an upgrade for our spear. This is one reason why I started with Therion, because being able to steal stuff from people is like invaluable inside of the game. I mean, it's really Nightbot might like that. Ah, here we go. Discount at the end. So it was 190 something. I'll just call it Gil. It's not Gil in this game, but it might as well be. Nice, thank you. And because you gave me a discount, I'm gonna steal some stuff from you. You're amazing. That's valuable. Yeah, that's nice. These are one-time use magics, spells basically that you can use. Sorry, I have this bad habit of quickening the text. I'll stop. I know it annoys some people. I'm also like obsessive about saving this game. Just because I don't know what's, you know, going to be next sort of happen, so. Oh, look at this pretty area down here.
Hello.
Ah, aspiring actor. Traveling Trip is looking for actors, but if they want a pair, have no partner. So one of the abilities that one of your characters has, which I don't actually have in my party, is that she can lead people to each other. So she can take someone along. You can also take someone into battle if you want, but they're usually not super strong. So, so I could find a partner for him and probably take him to them. Because they would probably have a sub-quest. Nice. Alright, let's equip that, what we did before, and we've got 2 helmets, I believe, that we can check out. Let me see. One was the spears, so we're going to give that to... Oh, we don't actually have... We only have animals that can process spears right now. That's okay. We don't have the other 4 characters... Or 2 out of the other 4 characters can actually use spears. But we can use helms. And I believe we also got a... Yeah, more jewelry. Let me see. Let me see what that... High elemental attack. Let's go with... And what was the other... Okay. So we're going to put that on... Him, I think, is probably going to be the best. Yeah, look at that. That's a beautiful little upgrade for Cirrus. Yeah, the beginning of it, I didn't want to spoil the beginning because, so when you start out in the, I'm kind of having to stop myself before I mention too much about certain things. And I won't. This playthrough won't spoil anything for that, I hope. So, we're just concentrating on Therion's story. So when you start out, you pick one of the 8 characters to start with. You can pick anyone you want. And so let me just check. Yeah, that's right. We got that last time. I don't know why he can't... Oh, yeah. So yeah, you pick which one you want. They give you kind of a base idea of what it is, but I would recommend not starting with Ophelia, who's the main healer. Oh, Bark, thank you. Oh. I am feeling better, for those of you who asked earlier. I woke up this morning and I was like, I feel a lot better. I actually got woken up this morning with scritches, which is super nice. And so yeah, last night I just took a lot of water. I didn't drink, which for me is like pretty rare on a Tuesday night. I didn't drink. I didn't have tacos. A friend, a really good friend actually, came over and just hung with me last night for a little bit. We watched a show. I wanted to show him. He's actually a pack mate. Shout out to you, Shady, if you're listening. You're a beautiful, beautiful, awesome person for coming and chilling with me when I was feeling kind of down. Ooh, here's something. And so I just kind of chilled out, you know. I should sell all this stuff, but I should do it with my merchant, which is another character that you can have. So that I've opened up. Anyway, I'm sorry, Chaos. I got off track. You basically start. You basically start with one of the 8 characters, and I would recommend anything other than Ophelia to start with, because her boss is kind of a bitch if it's just her. Because basically what happens is, you start with one person and you go about their town in their first instance, learning their story, and then, oh, I got update data for Undertale. Thanks. You didn't see that because I was. Anyway, you go about their story, and the first boss that you have to fight is bark, 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 Jeff, bark, bark. So the first boss that you have to fight is on your own, whatever character you pick on the first thing. So for instance, I started with Therion, so I had to go through his storyline, fight his thing with just him. Then you have the option of going to the other towns. You have to walk there in order to open up the other characters. So the second boss that you fight, you'll have 2. The third boss you'll have to fight, you have 3. And the fourth boss, you have 4. Your full party is available. So as you fight up, the bosses get harder up to 4. So if you open up your 5th character, I don't remember which one was my 5th, but basically when you open your 5th character up, the boss that you fought at level 4 is going to be equivalent to the boss fight that you have for 6, 7, 8, 9, or 7, 8, basically, because they just assume how many people in your party. They kind of scale the bosses, basically. I should have said that. That would have been much easier. Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. But yeah. So I just like the dancer's story is really powerful. Therion's really easy to start with. If you want to start with somebody that's like super just kind of chill to start with. Oh my god, Nintendo, you're releasing all these little updates today. But yeah, so it's really flexible, and you don't even have to open all the characters if you don't want. I just kind of did out of obsession. So this BP stuff, so I talk about HP and SP, which is the mana basically all the time, but BP is what we used when we sort of pumped up our attack, which in Bravely Default, if you played it, was to go Brave. You either went Brave in Bravely Default, and you could go Brave like, 4 times or something like that, I forget how many. Or you could Default, which was saving up your BP or your action points so that you could do more Brave later. So in this, basically, that's replaced with BP points. Which I don't remember what they stand for in this game. Oh, this is kind of a cool little area back here. Look at this. I gotcha. Also, the environments are quite a bit different that you get to go to. Like, I went to a desert. There's kind of a port. The port's really pretty. Let me see. There's another quest down here. So this guy's asking for study materials. I love Therion so much. So each secondary ability, or like social ability you might call them, these things, each one has a nice version, and there's a version that is like provoke, that sort of has a cost if it fails. So Therion has steal, but our merchant character, who I just unlocked, that was the last one I unlocked, she has purchase. So she can purchase items from someone, so that's a way to get items basically from people. So this Inspiring Plum, if I was using her, I could have purchased it instead of having the risk of getting caught. So every one of them has another side to it. For instance, provoke. Well, I was thinking of... Oh, right, inquire and scrutinize. So, inquire and scrutinize are actually the same versions of the same things. It's just that inquiring doesn't have any chance of failure. Scrutinize does. And scrutinize is with our scholar, who is Cirrus, our caster on the right there that you can see. It's kind of cool that way. They don't get upgrades to those abilities that I've noticed. Oh, that's a interesting sound. We get a hidden item from her. Though she cannot read, but she enjoys looking at pictures and images. Or imagines a story all her own. Yes, yes. Cool. Hidden item off to the left. I hate stealing from nice people, but I'm sorry, that's the character. And that's why when we inquire and successfully inquire, then the scrutinize becomes grayed out. But this is just free stuff with Therion. That's why, like, he's such a critical sort of character to have, I think. I will say whatever character you start with is the character you'll have to have until the end of their storyline. So you can switch everybody else out, but I can never switch Therion out until I finish his story. He's the one that's he's the one constant in the party, basically. Another hidden item, which I'm assuming is going to be to the west. Again. Thank you. Nope, it's to the north. I wonder if these are actually... Yeah, we can. Introduction to adventuring. Oh, that's another one of those knowledge things. I believe. Ah, right. me check something really quick. Wow, look at all those thunderstones we have. That's great. This is also really good for Shadow because I don't have any characters in my main part that actually... There we go. It's vendor loot. I should have looked at the icon. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And, you know, I don't usually check out the equipment in the towns until I'm finished with the quest in the area, because you get discounts after doing the quest, and it kind of opens some other characters up, and you might get loot on the quest, of course. So there's that. Ooh, there's a chest over there. See, this is like really just for this dude. You don't even get anything for it, and they like thought it out. I mean, look at this. Abandoned as a child, this man picks up things that are similar that are similarly thrown away, finding beauty in the objects left behind. I mean, that's not even part of the like. You don't get anything for that other than just the read. So I love Square Enix when they do stuff like this. Oh, this guy's like homeless, and I feel like I don't want to steal from him. Oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, look, it's our school materials for children. We need that for the quest. So if I had, this is a great example. So if I had the merchant, I could just buy it off of him. Or I can get a 20% chance of failure and town, you know, reputation reduction, which I'd have to pay off to fix, basically. I need this for the quest. And I don't necessarily want to go switch out the party just for this. Bark. I'll try. Oh, I got it. Whew. Whew. I got it. Let's go turn this quest in, and then, so he was down here teaching the kids, right? There he is. But I don't have the tools they need to study. How can they study without study materials? Let's give him the study materials. He doesn't actually look that old, right? I like that attitude, Chaos. They have these really enjoyable dialogues in here. Drax the Orc, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, Bark. I really appreciate it. I will get a treat for that. Thank you. I always get a treat for follows and stuff, so I need to get... So tonight, I swear to you, tonight I will be getting... Because I'm almost out of these, I'm going to be getting pretzels. But I'm going to see if I can, like, not crunch them in my mouth on mic. So, anyway. We usually stream Dragon Quest. Today we're kind of taking a little bit of a break for today. Just kind of a relaxing break inside of the world that is Octopath Traveler. So I really want to do a regular Octopath stream. I'm thinking of maybe doing it on another day. Maybe Friday or something like that might be kind of cool. So we'll probably see this guy again. We've already seen him twice. One of the nice things about Switch is that, you know, I rarely play this on the big screen. I usually have it when I'm sitting on the couch, just kind of chilling out. And Octopath plays really well like that. Because there's no reduction in graphics, really, that you can tell. Nom 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 nom. Maybe some cookies too, that'd be kind of fun. Wow, we got 6.6k for that. That's great. That's really good. Alright. They have these new tags on Switch that are... Sorry, not on Switch, on Twitch. Twitch. That I just implemented for the stream. They have like an LGBTQIA plus tag. I was surprised they didn't include the 2S, but anyway, I also think we're missing one of the... It's okay. Let's see what's in here. Ah, we can't get in. Oh, there's one down there. That's what I was missing. So I added that, and then I was trying to find, like... Oh, I also added casual playthrough, because generally that's kind of where I'm at. I tried to add, like, a show or comedic or something, because some of the things that... Life is a Pup harsh. Some of the things that we, like, go through here are kind of fun and, like, lighthearted. Are you not going to let me get in there at all? Really? Well, if you're interested in pup play, so it's not harsh at all, I don't think. I might depend more on where you live. What area? Are you kind of in a big city, Drax, or are you in kind of a rural area? Okay. Let me look at the map real quick, because I think we have to go out and to the... It said kind of to the southeast, I believe? And it's not down here. Yeah. And I don't think there was a path down here. Being a pup is really freeing, actually. In the city that I'm in, you can walk around with a pup hood on pretty much anywhere. We go eat in our pup hoods. So it's a normal thing for people to see in the city. It's just a... did we talk to this dude yet? Oh, right! A long time ago! Help people out on the road, folks. It'll do you good later.
In truth.
I find it quite freeing. So... But I think if I was, in a smaller city or a rural town, I might not wear it in public as much as I do. But for most places I've been, it's pretty cool. I mean, we actually went on a Pride tour. Oh, you live in Poland. Okay. Okay, yeah. You know, there's a pretty good group of pups, kind of all around the world that you'd be a little bit maybe surprised. I don't know if you've looked in your city to see if there's any sort of, I mean, they might be a little more hidden maybe, but there's bound to be someone. Sometimes it branches off of the furry community, sometimes if there's furs or something like that, or the gaming community, or the leather community, which but if you want me to, Drax, I can, after the stream is over, I can do a little research. I have quite a few friends in some kind of different places, and I can maybe ask. It doesn't hurt to ask if there's anyone there that kind of you might be able to reach out to. But in any case, you can do it in the privacy of your place or with friends. It's just a headspace, so it's just a comforting headspace. You know, some people sleep in their hoods. It's not. It doesn't have to do with. It doesn't necessarily have to do with a sexual component. I say that purely from an educational standpoint. Just from my educational opinions to yours. It doesn't have to do with that necessarily. It's more about the headspace. So, ooh, my goodness, thank you, sir. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can find this, this thing. If you guys have any requests in this game, by the way, because we are just kind of, it's not a bother at all, Drax, at all. I love helping people out. Like, I get a lot of pleasure from it, so. I'm a service pup. So, I like actually helping people. Let's see if we can find this dude. I hope we're not going to have to do anything alone. I mean, I hope we can actually use our full party. It's really not a problem, Drax.
Of course.
I know a lot of community leaders from different places, not just in the US. I can ping them. It's not a big deal. So, just a reminder, this scholar might have, we think he has one of our dragon stones. So we're going to, so we're kind of trying to see if we can get in. And of course, as thieves do, we're going to try to sneak by. And we, as a character, do not know what these dragon stones do yet. We have no idea. We just know they're incredibly valuable. Thank you, Unreal Dean, for the follow. Bark, 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 arr. That means I have to eat another special gummy bear, which I have in here. Bark. Oh, it was very good. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate that. If you come tomorrow for the Dragon Quest stream, I will have super pretzels. Like big, big pretzels. Or maybe... well, whatever they are, I'm going to make sure that they don't crunch too much, because I don't want them to be like crunch, crunch, crunch on stream. But I'm switching to pretzels for the next stream, and then I'll switch to like cookies or something. If you have any suggestions on treats, let me know. Oh my goodness, chocolate fudge cake sounds so good. Okay, so we're going to go by the tavern to see if we can get some clues. about how to maybe infiltrate this place. I don't think it was down here. No, because this was where... This is funny, because this is actually the first place I went to try to get the tavern. Gummy bears are so good. Oh my god. There we go. There's a tavern. And the tavern, by the way, is a really good time. I love the animations. Hold on a second.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, I just want to show you real quick. Yesterday, I showed everybody Blueberry, which is kind of the... If there's nobody in stream or something, I always kind of just talk to him to pretend like there's people there. He's kind of my main toy. Pup from England, bark, 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 bark. I'm knowing so many more pups from England now. Thanks again, Dean. I appreciate that. Yeah, so this is Blueberry. He's super soft. I think Chaos wanted me to like chew on his leg earlier, but I didn't really chew on his leg that much. So I don't really chew on him. He's more of a cuddly one. I think I also showed you like the one that I actually kind of chill out with the most, but I have a whole bunch. So I wanted to show you today. It's an original pound puppy. Do you remember these things? Like, it's even got the stamp on it. And ironically, the stamp says pee-pee, so... But... sorry, yellow pup joke. And so... I will pee this one. I will, Chaos. I will absolutely pee this one. Yeah, so... But I don't chew it too much because it's like... You know, I don't think you can get these anymore. My bed when I was young, I had these just lined up like crazy. My mom used to get me pound puppies. I can't wait to show you all the other stuffed things I like, crazy, weird, like... I have some pretty good sized ones too, but anyway. But yeah,
Well,
Blueberry's always there. Yeah, I have good memories of those. And Cabbage Patch Kids. Like, Cabbage Patch Kids were a huge thing here. Also Boglins and like, the old times. Here we go. Give us some clues.
Wow. Hey.
I love Therion so much. Oh my god.
Hello.
He's so good at this stuff.
All right then.
Nice.
The fact is,
Truth is,
just so.
It's a dragonstone, and I need it. Thank you. It's like, even the change in music, Square Enix poured a lot of energy into this game. Like, it's always like a treat to play.
If I recall,
Is that so? Thanks.
Thank you very much, kind sirs. Alright, so we're looking for Barn, which used to be his partner in studying this Dragonstone. Let's do a quick save here. I'm also saving a lot because this is the first time I've used the Elgato. And it's not going to affect the Switch at all, but one of the times when I plugged it in, it had a kind of a weird like sound, like and not the Switch itself, but the output, like the HDMI output. So I'm kind of a little bit, it's still untested waters for me. I actually have a whole planned set of emotes that I'm going to do once I get to affiliate. I'm not affiliate yet. So I'm going to have different subscriber emotes and stuff like that. And I have a bot idea that I really want to do too. It's like a questing bot, like a pup questing bot. So I'm kind of excited about that. Alright, we gotta find this dude. Let's see. Oh, I wonder if... You don't think he would be in this... No, I doubt it, because it's actually telling us to go the other way, but I just want to see if we can get in here now. Probably not. Nope. It's okay. Yeah, I'm totally gonna do some emotes. I'm really excited about it, actually, and I think I'm gonna like have a I guess like I want to use terminology that would be correct for us, you know, for pups, you know, like, so I want to have like a pack, like the idea of certain, you know, different packs and stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of fun. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for that stuff. Thanks, Spectre. I really appreciate that. I can't even imagine getting a something like I just kind of, I didn't have like a, the only goal that I had was to my follower goal right now, which I've kind of been trying to, hey, do you want to follow or whatever, you know, if I have a friend that's, I don't try to push it too hard or anything because it's not a huge thing, but for me right now, but oh, okay, so it's down here. Oh yeah, here we go. But I think I'm like, it's going to be kind of crazy to get a sub, to actually get like even just like a little bit of cash. I mean, I've never gotten that before for gaming. I think it kind of blows my mind. So anyway, but I'm excited.
What? Let's hurry this up.
Is that so?
Oh, listen to that. That is beautiful. Like, just like, the soundtrack to this game is insane.
Yes, yes. What?
Indeed.
The ruby dragonstone. So there's like different kinds of dragonstones, and the first one we were tasked to get is the ruby one.
I see.
That's right.
I see.
Yeah, and all the towns have different themes, like that really match the ethos of like the character that you're going after, and like what the they really do a good job.
Let's hurry this up.
We need a password to enter. What is the password?
Is that so?
Quid pro quo. Alright.
Sure.
What do you need for your experiment, Bahram? Pure water, filtered through the desert sands. Looks like we're going to be stealing some water from a merchant. I wonder if we could actually go to the Sunlands, because we can go to the Sunlands, we can port there. That's where one of the character starts is. I wonder if, password is puppy paws? I love that. Super secret password, puppy paws. I wonder if we could alternately just go to the Sunlands. I'm not going to do it, but I mean, it's not extremely like unreasonable. Here's the Sunlands. I wonder if there's like an oasis here where we could actually find, but we don't have an empty bottle, and I've never actually done it before, so I don't know if it would even need an empty bottle. Let's see what the merchant says. Maybe he's got a clue. There's a bunch of different ways to do stuff in this game, so let's see if he has a clue for us about how to maybe how he got it.
Welcome, welcome.
There we go, folks.
Feeding time.
I'm gonna give a save right before her. Ooh, look at that. That's the first time I've ever gotten that. See that thing in the upper right there? Yeah, you can see it on the stream. There we go. I'm gonna save this real quick. That's the first time we've ever even had an optional sort of.
So,
Nice. This is because it's the first second level quest that we've done for a character. So it's the first time we've gone out and actually done the second piece of it. So they have this sort of a thing. Look at this. It's You can also see every character has a different set of linguistics that they'll use. Hannah, when she's about to speak again, you'll see she uses a completely different, and it's not like just a cheesy like template over English like Pirate Speak or something like that. Not that Pirate Speak is super cheesy because I love Pirate Speak, but you know. So anyway, these characters, like I said earlier, they match sort of the color of their town, as far as like the arts and the language, linguistics, all this stuff. So, you know, if I meet somebody else on the road that talks like she does, I can tell immediately that they're from from her area. So they really put, and it's that way for every character. They really put a lot of effort into that sort of theme, you know, putting a theme, a really strong, colorful theme on each area. And now it's kind of exciting because I'm getting into these new areas, these like second level areas. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That just stuff like that gives me a little bit of chills. I like things like that in games. They're just completely optional, but they really add so much to what's going on. Let's see what our chance is. 100% oasis water. I trust he will be missing that actually, because that seems to be his entire shtick, is doing that. His entire gig is producing that water for these people, these poor people. I already stole from these guys because these are just, they just take them in different ways. Let me see. Yay, steal it. That's not a bad shirt. If I could get that made, I might do that. And then just have a picture of like Therion on it. Yes, yeah. Sort of, I guess. I just, you know in games, it was a good point in Emily, like Pirate Speak is kind of like, well, they use an English accent, but when they put Pirate Speak in game, a lot of times they'll kind of mess it up, or they kind of make it too thick, and you can't read it anymore. It's kind of weird, I don't know. Florist of Noble Court. And there are endless things like this, these little stories. Let's see what he's got. Oh ho ho! We're gonna make so much money. It's a great time to steal stuff here when their concentration is focused on a presenter. My little tips for... Oh. We're gonna need that for a quest as well. Oh, these 80% steals, man. So I'm gonna cheese this. I'm gonna save it right before I... If we fail, I promise I won't reload it. I'm gonna steal it. I already know what Chaos's opinion on this is gonna be. To steal Lori's diary. If I fail, I think I get the same success rate next time? Let's see what happens. So, fail 4 more times and your reputation in town will suffer. I got it. Alright. And it's right here. Contains entries about someone special. Come on, stealing diaries. Ah, what a horrible person Therion is. We're on save slot 3 now. Okay. Oh, we gotta go back to the vendor, right. Which was on the other side. Steal it. Oops. Oh, did I, Sorry, I went down the wrong way. Alright, this dude's waterfront. We get to go in his house too.
And that's that.
He doesn't want it to drink, Therion.
Now then.
No.
Well, this guy's trying to dick me around. Oh my gosh, are you serious?
If you insist.
Huh.
If you want facts,
Got it.
yes, yes.
Well, yeah, he's a thief, you know, so... But do your housemates ever get their socks back? Like, sometimes I realize you hide them, but... I would do after. Or before. Look at the way this bush is, like, animated. It's serious. Alright, let's go see if we can steal a magical tail. Let's see what it has to say first. Or scale, sorry, 100%. Not yours anymore. Bark! Or at least it's not a child's candy like I had to steal earlier in the game where I had to steal it. The game made me do it. I would totally follow the sock trail. You know, I was thinking about doing a pup event here. That's did you guys watch Community? If you've watched Community, do you remember the blanket fort episode? Like where they just turned the entire building into a giant blanket fort. So I want to do that for pups, and we, you know, like we can have some of the organizations actually help, like host. If we can find a spot to do it, I want to have like 100 pups in a blanket fort, a giant blanket fort. Like everybody brings their own blankets and pillows, and it's just this giant, like sort of, you know, flat structure. And we can have like a bar over here, and I mean it'd be cool for like a weekend, right? It'd be kind of like when you're a kid and you went to have like sleepovers at the YMCA or something, and they have it, or, you know, a lock-in. Oh, that's what they call them, lock-ins. They would lock you in, right? As a kid, because your parents didn't want to deal with you. So, but this would be like a lock-in for pups. I think it'd be fun.
And that's that.
How do you know this guy's gonna give me the correct password? Oh my goodness. Of course you need one more thing. Best things always come in 3. I already brought you 2 things, dude. Either you give me the password, or you don't give anyone any passwords anymore, because you're not going to be alive. Because Therion has a dagger. And a sword. And he casts magic spells, fire only, but... What do you need?
Yes, yes.
I'm really anxious to see what ramifications this guy's experiment are going to have to the world. Or to other characters, since there are other characters that can have stories in here. These would also change depending on the characters you have in your party at the time that you're completing this part of the quest, which is really cool, which means it has a huge amount of replayability. I love how snotty he is. Yeah, that sounds good to me. One mug, your treat. Does that mean they're gonna share mugs? You know, I might be able to do it by then, but the problem is yeah, Chaos is visiting Seattle, by the way. The problem is that, Night in the Kennel, oh, I like that. Oh, my goodness, that's juicy. Ooh. The problem is that during the time you happen to be visiting Seattle, there are so many other events going on that it's endless. Maybe I could set up a private blanket for just like you and some friends and me. I really would like to set it up though, yeah. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Let's see.
Hello.
Yes, you do. I would love to steal it, thank you. Another 100%. We're doing great. I really like the title too. Night in the Kennel. I'm glad you didn't call it Night at the Pound. Although that has other connotations. I think it'd be a lot of fun. For the entire community, actually. I think it'd be cool.
And that's that.
You could even have drinks thematically named after a concept of a blanket fort. Right? And you could have little treats. It could be like a burn, like Burning Man. Like people would bring stuff to share, you know? And it would be like an annual thing.
Here.
Also, you could get a few of the Nerf sort of those Nerf like little arrows, like the arrow shooters, but they're Nerf, and you could have like a room devoted to kind of a tournament or something like that, you know. Whichever pup is the best, or something like that. His grand experiment. Everybody has a grand experiment. Mm-hmm. The experiment comes first? I don't think so, dude. What happens if your experiment blows you up and I don't get my password?
Wrong. If you want facts,
Cue piano music. I have to say, I don't know if you can hear it, but in the background of the piano music are these little bubblings of his experiments, and they're ever so slight. It's kind of relaxing. It's like an ASMR room. Wow. The password is the truth of all things.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yes.
This is...
True.
Let's see.
Yes.
So he had to do the experiment in order to make this key that he's given me. The password will get me into the mansion, but the door to the laboratory is locked with a lock that can only be opened with this key. Very cool. I never actually got it either, Drax. I always kind of listened to it and I thought it was kind of a strange thing. I wasn't judgmental of it, but I was trying to understand it, and like, it always kind of, instead of relaxing me, the S's that they produce when they're doing ASMR, always annoyed me. I don't know why. They did the opposite of relax me. I was kind of like it really increased my blood pressure. I like people talking soft to me, but not like that style. Okay, cool.
Oh, really?
I'm really anxious to see inside this mansion now.
All right.
So this is a flashback to Darius's past. Sorry, Therion's past. Darius is his sort of mentor, but they have a long history together.
I see. All right.
Thanks.
Now then.
So he doesn't. It really does feel like a proper Final Fantasy or something like that. Let's go check out the residence. We're gonna have one more kind of check with our party to see what's going on, because I'm really enjoying these side things. Kind of open up some of the characters a little bit.
Not exactly.
So yeah, Sirius, our scholar, is our caster. I won't tell you anything about his previous story, because in case you're going to play it, I don't want to ruin it. He's actually a decent person to start with, I think. He's another one that the beginning of his story is pretty, it deals with kind of an adult topic. Like, impressively, it deals with it, but... Save it out and see what's in this mansion. I guarantee we're gonna get into a fight.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oi.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm having some problems with my phone. I have to answer this really quick. I know I did the update to iOS 12, and unfortunately I don't have one of the things that allows me to use the cool Memojis, which I really wanted to use, because on my off time I actually sign language. So one of the cool things that you can do with the Memoji is like it replaces your face, right, with kind of a cartoon face, and then but your hands it keeps as they are. So a lot of deaf people are actually using it, are using Memoji to like communicate and to like sign back and forth between each other. So it's really cool. I really wanted it, so I could send my friends like messages and cool stuff with like a cartoon face. But I don't have the 10. I have like an 8. So. So we're gonna see if we can get in here. Hopefully we can. Oh yes, that's the password. Mm-hmm.
Much obliged.
This is great. I love it when Therion does this, because he preps for
Time to get to work.
the jobs that he does, and then he goes in, like everything goes really well for him, you know, generally. Okay, so I just want to check. Yeah, we're good on this. Good on this. Okay. Danger level 22. We are currently 25 with Therion. As I said, he was the first character that we got, so through here we'll level up anyway, and I think we can come out and save up anyway. So it's not a big deal. In order to see what we're up against, let's unequip Sirius with evasive maneuvers. And I think everything else is, yeah, because she's got 4. Pretty soon we're going to have 4 open on Alphen and Sirius, but our skill points... So we need about 1,000 more JP for Alphen to learn his final last stand ability, which takes your health and whatever, inversely proportional to your current HP and attacks with axe, so, and it's kind of an AE. And then we've got 400 more JP, which will hit in here to open up his Blizzard, which is a double AE, ice, basically. So, here's a question. We've gotten in here using the correct password. If there are enemies in here, why would they be in here? Maybe to protect the dude, you know. It looks like he's off to the right. Let's see if there's any treasures off to the left. I'm guessing we might get attacked, though. Because that's usually how... Ooh, treasure chest. $3,000. That is not bad, folks. And clear these upper rooms. Yep, they have monsters here.
This is the beginning of your end.
Nice. Maybe because they know we're not supposed to be here. And I've never seen any of those mobs before. We've got a curator and an ice guardian, which I'm assuming are like golems. You can see the battle order up in the upper part. I don't know if my thing's... It's kind of obscuring a little bit of it. Anyway. So when we start the battle off, because we have Sirius in our party, he'll give us one weakness for each enemy. If we wanted to find the rest of the weaknesses, we have to use his Analyze ability, but it takes a turn. So, since we're going to be fighting in this thing for a little bit, I'm probably going to let him just naturally go about getting them without having to burn a turn cycle on it, if that makes any sense. We're going to switch to sword, and we're going to boost once, so you can see I'm boosting once off that, and we're going to take one of these immediately down to incapacitate them, and break their guard, because we don't know how hard these things hit yet. Here's the concoct ability, by the way. This is where you can combine all that stuff. So we'll do that at some point, but basically you would pick one ingredient and then combine it with another, and you have either a heal or a poison or a buff or a debuff. So for him, we don't know if anyone's vulnerable to axe, nor do we know if anyone's vulnerable to ice, although I'm guessing that these dudes are not vulnerable to ice since they're ice guardians. So, and since it's Therion's story, I'm gonna guess daggers and I'm gonna guess daggers and fire as well might work. Unfortunately, Alphen can't do any of those, so we're just gonna see if the axe. No, it doesn't. It took a little bit off, but so let's go ahead and summon Lind. So her beast summon. So she has these skills for Rain of Arrows, which I did before, which might not be a bad actually selection for here, because we could test to see if they're vulnerable to arrows. It'll randomly hit them, and if one of them is, it'll pull it up. But since we have two already that are vulnerable to sword, and her beast that she can unlimited summon named Lind, who's awesome, wait till you see him, has a sword attack. So let's pull him out and see what happens, okay? We could pump him here by one boost, but we're not going to do that because we're just testing the ground. So you see how he did an AE sword. He can also do an individual polearm attack. But I love Lind, he's awesome. He or she is awesome. And of course for the Scholar, we have, we're going to boost once and hit with our low level so we can get his guard down first. So he's going to bring down to one guard. Let me know if you have any questions about this stuff. And then we'll incapacitate the second one. We're just doing once, we're not boosting because we want to keep whatever is going to be his, I'm going to guess fire. We'll do Firestorm 2 because we can always regen. Let's see who's vulnerable. There we go. So those dudes now, every time we see them, we'll see fire vulnerability. Strangely enough, the Curator does not have a fire vulnerability, which means he might have a arrow vulnerability. Let's see what happens. He does. Yep. Actually, they both do. So we're only missing one now from the Ice Golem. Or the Ice Guardian. We're good on everything. So I can actually defend, and it'll punch him sooner in the next turn cycle. It'll punch him onto the front. See up there in the top? I think you can see it, yeah. Yeah, it kind of shows like where he's going to go if I defend. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take... I'm not going to need his VP, so I'm just going to... You know, I could actually show you his axe skill. Hold on. Amputation, yeah. they're probably not going to have a lot of axe enemies here anyway. 1,000. 1,000 for an axe attack, and it wasn't even vulnerable to axe. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Alphen. That amputation is really powerful. It makes up for the fact that he doesn't have a lot of other attack-ish, deals. Because we've got a sword, I could either, and bow, I could either punch a 2-strike, so basically a level 3 2-strike, or I can use Lind again, and it's probably going to kill the guy. So because Lind is free, I'm just going to use Lind.
I honor you, my
So now, when we see those mobs again, I wonder how much the level up screen you can see. When we see those mobs again, we'll have more information about them and we can kind of deal with them. And some of them might be in the final boss fight too, so let's see what's in here. Chest. Yay, bark. Another chest. Because if I owned a mansion, I would just leave chests sitting around. All this stuff is good for leveling up.
I've got better things
Look
to
who we've
do.
got. So he's going to analyze, and now we know those other two have daggers, and there's a polearm involved. So that's great because Lind is both of the two. I don't really want to waste my other beast spells yet because they're limited. You have to go catch more beasts if you want to use them. So they have fire vulnerability, but I'm not going to touch it yet. Because the fire is going to do a lot of damage and I want to be able to use it when their guard's down. Right. And since we've got dagger abilities, we can actually get a free action with Steel SP, so I can incapacitate the same one that I did last time, but gain in the process.
Bring it on!
And he can't really do... I don't know what that final vulnerability is, but I'm just gonna take a little bit off because I do think he probably has more HP, maybe. We're gonna get lucky here, because... So if we do an Arrow Storm, which costs 24, which is really expensive, it'll guaranteed hit all foes 5 to 8 times. If I only have one guard up, I'm just gonna use the random one, because the chance that it's gonna hit that Curator is pretty high. There it goes. Now they're all incapacitated. And now we've got an entire turn to play with them. Play with our food. I'm not a kitty cat, but... Oh, thank you so much, Spectre, for joining. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably stream for another 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Maybe 30 minutes. Anyway, I really appreciate you coming by, and always love seeing posts from you, man. So, thanks again. I appreciate it, Bark. I'm gonna go through these gummy bears. Okay, sorry. Okay. So, Sirius isn't until later, so let's have a little bit of fun with some freeness here. Since Lind is free, you can use him throughout the entire game.
Here we go!
You see that time it wasn't AE, so he kind of decides what he wants to do. I don't think we're going to need to burn this, but it's 8, and it's so fun to see. Like, it's just a beautiful skill.
My turn.
And you'll see how much his actually does damage to me. Jeez. That's just it's a lot of damage.
If thou darest.
One more and then the entire stack goes boom. Alright. Also, we can capture. So you see this capture, so if there's an animal there, oh, we can actually capture Ice Guardians? Ooh. We're gonna have to... Let's do that. Let's replace one of our animals with that. I wish I knew what the abilities of the Curator were versus the Ice Guardian. Wouldn't it be great? We can fight them with their own beasts, yeah? But first we need to whittle them down a little bit. That means I can't burn them all. Well, I could try to... let's burn one of them off.
Aim and
Okay. Come on, honey. We're trying to get you lower. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind seeing your actions anyway, so I can kind of gauge what to do with them. Do not, please do not destroy him. Oh.
And that's that.
So she has. Then it's pretzels. Yeah. So she has an ability. Hannah has an ability that I can use to make the mob go down to 1 HP if she would have killed it. I need to remember she has that ability. I didn't realize that I could capture these. It's really cool. So I can basically put them in a net and use them. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I was in the room stealing stuff. I already stole that. Let me go to the. I'm gonna go back to the lower level because I don't know what happens when I go in that door. I think something big's gonna happen. I'll go to the room up north as well.
let us hunt him.
Hello. Hello, Mama.
Letting my arrow fly.
Well, that would be a better one to attack. That'd be a better one to capture anyway because it's got a 4 guard on it, which means it's going to be more powerful, I believe. Dark Guardian's vulnerable to light. And what were the other Guardians vulnerable to? Probably the same thing that this one will be. So that means that they're all going to dislike severely arrows. I'm guessing that Guardian will dislike arrows. Let's see what happens.
Rain and arrows up on.
Yep. Although the accuracy for that attack has really gone down over the levels, I'll tell you that. Which makes sense. Alright, Therion. I need you to take this boy out.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Bring it on.
I don't have any light or dark casters in my party. I don't know. I wish there was a cow boss. Can we get a cow boss, please, in this game? Cow bosses are the best. Apparently, all they do is tell the weather in Dragon Quest. So, I really thought it was going to be a cool boss. I thought it'd be like dancing, like in smiley udders or something weird like that. I mean, it's Dragon Quest. It's all over the place. It's not unreasonable to think that might happen. Actually, I think we're in the zone for doing an AE heal. Let's do that real quick, just to show you what it's like. So I'm going to take, well, we really need to wait a little bit. I don't want to burn it, because I don't have a lot of components. Wow, a miss! Whoa! Phew.
Now, what next?
Alright, so.
Reach you first. For that.
Out of my way.
What do we got? 1, 2, 3. Let's take the other one down. Alright.
Nothing.
See what we got here. Now we're at a point where we can actually heal. So let's concoct a. You can also boost this, but see I don't have any boost points in him. So yeah. So let's do Soothing Dust, which is going to give us the Mild Large, which is what we need, and then we'll go down and combine that with Essence of Great, and that's an AE cast. So
Try this.
he mixes it up on the spot and sends it out. So he's really good for AE heals. He's like the best AE healer, but he's not the best point healer. So, alright, so let's see what his existing capture is. 100%, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be the proud owners of 1 Guardian. Ready? He's got a chop ability, and he's stronger than the thing that we're going to have to replace it with. Yes, I want to release one of my beasts. I will release Cliff Birdman, thank you. Release it.
The hunt ends.
We did it. So now she's added to her collection, so she can basically summon that dude. Let's go in this room because we haven't checked it out yet. Ooh. I didn't know it was going to be this big of a... I kind of want to clear the rest of it. Let me get this chest really quick. By the way, did you see the... You see up there that thing pop in? I think that's... There should be a save point right before we need to... I'm going to save out here. Should be a save point right before we go into the final thing. That's how Octopath works. They give you basically a vendor and a save right before you go into a boss battle, which is nice. I'm exploring this kind of area also because I just don't know.
Time to teach you a
Oh,
lesson.
cool. Hello, dudes. Ice. Hello, mama. Alright. Well, we could do a low-level ice to at least take
Oh,
one off.
ice. Yes, I'm through.
So that takes them from 3 to 2.
Here we go.
I wonder if there's a possibility that they might be... Ooh, they are vulnerable to axes. Cool. Let's go ahead and take them down to 1.
Letting the hunt begin.
Looks like she's gonna need some extra whatevs. Also, how much does it cost to capture? I guess it doesn't cost anything to capture them. It doesn't cost anything to summon them either. But you see, now we have the Guardian there, so... Okay, sorry. Wow, girl. I wonder if boosting it's going to help in accuracy too. I can actually kind of run some tests on that. Wow, nice. Incapacitate please. Thank you.
Here we go.
We're going to incap this guy.
What next?
I'm guessing, let's pop our... Thank you, Lynn. That's exactly what I wanted you to do, actually. Attack him. Sometimes he attacks the other ones, but if there's a vulnerability he can detect, he'll go in. Let's give them a wonderful... Oh, we don't have Blizzard unlocked yet. We do have Ice Wind, though. We can pump it.
Oh, ice. Yes, I'm through.
Treat, I agree. I don't think I want to capture this dude either. Bark. Alright. Now we can toy with our food. I like it. He has this wildfire ability. It says heavy fire damage to foe, but since he doesn't have a huge elemental attack stat, it's not massive. But if I pump his steel SP, it's just a double dagger attack that basically will leave him at 68 SP up there, so he won't abuse any. He's one of the most self-sufficient characters you can get.
Where's the nearest tavern?
And we did save. Okay, good, yeah. We're checking out this thing real quick. I think that we're going to probably give her a... Let's feed Hannah a plum. Let's feed Cirrus a plum. Never had to use the plum baskets, ever. Wow, there actually isn't. We had to go the way that we did. Okay. Let's see what's down here. Right away. I didn't even move, guys.
Standest thou against me?
Same
Then we
enemies.
hunting.
And there we go, pull.
Oh, ice. Yes, I'm through.
If I pump the ice spell, the AE ice, it will not take 2
goes nothing.
off. If I pump it once, it won't take 2 off, like unlike an attack. If for his axe, for instance, if I pump it once, it'll take 2 off of this dude. But the ice spell that he has, if I pump it again, it won't take 2 off. It just casts it once. It just does double the damage. So I'm going to pump him once to make it 2, and I'm going to take this guy out. His guard.
Come in, if thou darest.
She keeps missing a lot, but I did want to test to see. Let me see if she hits more often.
Arrows up on me.
See, I think that makes her hit more. I mean, that was like 1 miss versus 4 misses before.
I appreciate
Oh, sorry, Bart. That does not deserve a treat.
Bring it on.
That definitely does not deserve a treat.
Letting the hunt begin.
Well, we're gonna burn him in a second anyway, so. So she actually has an axe, so I'm gonna use 1 axe to put him down so they're all in the same state. And then I'm gonna use him to just burn the crap out of them. And I don't care if it's not ice. All I care about, because this is gonna be enough to burn them out. But plus you get to see lightning. Yeah, it completely doesn't matter what their weakness is, because that spell is just so. It takes a lot of spell points, but I have so many plums, it's like ridiculous. And I can always get more. It's not. It doesn't seem to be hard, the economy like that. Doesn't seem too bad. Oh, I see a chest back there. Yep.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Vulnerability to swords, and actually 5 vulnerabilities. That's pretty high for a mob. Let's take care of the one that we know. If I pump that skill, if I boost him by using his boost point, it won't do an extra round, it'll just increase the damage. So it only does it for the base attack skills. So I'm gonna guess that... There we go. So that means there's at least 1 other weapon on the Dark Sentinels that will be effective. Have no idea what the element that it requires is. So let's try fire, since Therion is fire? No luck.
What next?
I'm thinking maybe, yes. Let's do her mega skill, since we have enough. We don't have to worry about much. So they're not vulnerable to bows.
Come in, if thou darest.
But they are vulnerable to axe, which means we can take 1 off. And that's her proc that she just fired. Cool. Everything deserves treats, good and bad. Well, but it wasn't cool bad. Like, it wasn't, it wasn't like, ooh. Let's disable him. Alright, I'll get a treat. Just for you.
That's the logical course of action.
I'm almost done with these gummies. I can't believe it. It's awesome. You wanna see? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see this. There's 4 gummies left in the thing. 4. I'm almost done with it. That's the entire bag, guys. Isn't that awesome? And you helped me go through them, thanks. Clear the field. Thank you so much, Ceres. You are beautiful. Level up. Let's see if we have any more skills to update for that, because I think we do. Ceres just got a skill for Blizzard. And we're going to get our mysterious 4th support skill when we unlock this. So let's do it. See what we got. Vim and Vigor. Regenerate HP each turn. Are you serious? I love it. I'm actually going to stick evasive maneuvers on. Anytime we can stick that on, it actually lowers our chance of whatevs. Also, when they level up, they get fully healed and full SP, which is really nice. So I'm going to go take a really quick break because I need to pee really bad because I drank this from the yellow cup, which is water, and I'm almost finished with my coffee. So I do apologize for not having up some sort of system hooked up to myself where I don't have to get up and actually go pee, but I'm gonna go pee. Plus, I get to show you guys something really cool that I've been working on that I haven't shown before. A cool bathroom sign. So, yeah, that's literally the fire hydrant I'm going to right now, and those are my puppy prints. So I'll be right back, okay? Give me like 60 seconds. Hello. Thanks for waiting, guys. Just throw this in here. Okay, back. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, is there a passageway to this? Yes, right here. Maybe? Not? It's kind of cool about this game. Sometimes you kind of have to... I think we have to go out. Sometimes, like, passages can be kind of hidden. So... Okay. Alright. You know what we need to do. Wish I could play the piano, by the way. But... I wiggled too, but it was for a completely different reason. Save this real quick. By the way, if you want to see something really strange, you know, I was talking about hooking my, like, having some sort of apparatus where I didn't need to get up and to go pee. Check out the Wisdom online. It's not offensive or anything. It's not a dirty link or anything like that. It's completely safe for work, but it's this product that this guy made. It's basically a tube. I won't explain much of it, but yeah.
I'll make this quick.
It's like W-I-Z-D-O-M. It's really messed up. And the reason why I say it's messed up is because it doesn't work. I have a friend who got one, and I checked it out, and it does not work. For many reasons. Bark, 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 bark. Good job, Planet.
What is the logical course of action?
Here goes nothing.
I wish he could do AE damage on anything that he has, but he just doesn't have the ability. Unless if I want to poison them or something with Concoct, then I can use it. Yeah, but the problem is that the material that he used and the size does not work. Like, I don't think for a lot of people, not just me. Like, it's too difficult to actually use it, and the material he used is so cheap. It's like a recycled bicycle tire. It actually smells like a bicycle tire, and so it sticks together. Like, the material itself sticks together. So it doesn't actually work after like one time trying to use it. Okay, alright.
I appreciate it.
Way overkill there, Therion.
Come in, if thou darest.
Is there True Strike ability, which is actually really good? Bow ability, 1490.
The hunt ends.
I don't mind burning through mana if I have a means to regenerate it, and if the spells are really cool. Okay, so we need to go up and to the right. I'm so glad that the Elgato seems to be actually working, like, as advertised. It's actually doing a fine job on frame rate and everything. Alright, now we're able to access the other sort of part of this. Oh, look, there's a chest down there. Look at that beautiful chest. Okay, so I'm guessing that it's kind of going to go around, and then I guess I'm opposite from what you're seeing. So it's going to go around this way and up and then down, and then there's going to be like a thing to go into that room. So I'm going to clear this other side first, and then we'll make sure we're all healed up. And like I said, there should be a save thing somewhere close to there. I don't see anything in here. Nada. Nothing.
Now, letting us hunting.
Letting us hunting. Notice the cool little new icon by Cirrus there?
Bring it on.
Come in, if thou darest.
Let's see, we should get better accuracy on this one as well. Sort of. I don't know. It's really debatable on what that has an effect on accuracy or not, if it has an effect. I might look it up. Also, I don't know if I want to burn my fireball on that part yet, since those guys aren't even down.
All right.
That's a great ability for Cirrus. Yeah, and we can cure. So we can do like a single cure from ailments, like all ailments, and then it sort of gives them immunity for 2 turns. You'll see that in some of the boss fights. Let's just take him out.
Out of my way.
Out of my way, I love him so much. His little dialogues.
I appreciate it.
Incapacitate him. Thank you, Thane.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
And we're gonna do the same to him. Now we got all the time in the world, at least the time of a turn. Now, pop your fireball off.
Flames, rage, rock.
Here goes nothing.
God, that axe attack is just
What
insane.
next?
For him, for the amount, and just for him as a character, it's just really insane.
Aiming for
Could have used a free Lind there.
thou didst fight with courage.
Alright, so there should be a save point somewhere up here then. I believe. There's the stairs down. Wow, I don't... Aha! Is that a sconce or is that a doorway? No, sometimes there's hidden stuff, but... No. Let's see how we're doing. I don't think we're going to be asked to fight here until we actually get a thing, but just in case, let's go ahead and heal everybody up. Of course, you don't need to heal it serious because he heals himself now, which is like ridiculous. There we go. There's our save point. And there's our mega door. We might just,
Quick.
instead of worrying about this, we
Out of my
might
way.
try to process a flea. Unable. Just because, I mean, we'll level up, but the act of going through this is kind of like because I think we're one door away, basically. Let me try it again. Alright, we'll fight it out. I rarely use fleas in games like this. I just, sometimes it's more convenient.
Out of my way.
Okay. We did get some extra BP for doing that, though. I mean, look, we're at 3 right now. I mean, I guess it's not extra if you consider the thing, but we retained it.
What next?
I don't think that those actually had arrows associated with them, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pump it once to see if there's an accuracy boost. Good. That's okay, as long as you did something. I just don't want to burn a lot of my big skills because now let's take one of these down.
All right.
And we're gonna take another one down.
Out of my way.
Yeah, switch to sword and take the last one.
All right.
And he's gonna be up right after Hannah, so in order to burn them to the ground. So let's give him a little bit of help.
Let's get down to one. All right.
See how much he can really hit for on those.
Come in, if thou darest.
Well, that's just his normal axe attack, but yeah, it wasn't the amputate. They're not, I think so. Lind, if I summon Lind, he's either going to AE attack the 3 that are the same with the sword, or he's going to single attack with a pole arm. Never mind, she single attacked one of the others. Alright.
Not bad. A pass.
Sirius leveled up. He was pretty much full health, so we really don't need his level up that he gave us, but whatever. Ugh. Sorry, but I'm just kind of... There we go, that's good enough. Therion can get his own health back. See what happens here.
Well, I'll be damned.
Ooh. It's right there? There's no way this is gonna work. Right? I mean, that's the Dragonstone. No way we're gonna get zero resistance here.
The Ruby Dragonstone. 1 down, 2 to go.
Not until you have that baby in your pocket and you're gone.
That's far enough, thief.
You must be Orlick.
I assume you heard the rumors and came to steal my Dragonstone. But filthy thieves such as yourself could never appreciate its true value. Wait. Baron put you up to this, didn't he? That nagging, patronizing coward, Baron. This research is pointless, Orlick. Enough with the Dragonstone, Orlick. I'll decide when enough is enough. Mark my words, boy. This stone is mine. Never have it.
I beg to differ. I couldn't care less about its true value. But I need to get that stone back to its rightful owner, and that's not you.
This stone should be in the hands of someone intelligent. Someone who can appreciate its mysteries.
Someone like yourself?
Precisely. This beautiful stone requires research, and I'm the only one who can do it.
It sounds like you can't trust anyone else to get the job done.
Why should I?
I never said you should. I know how it feels.
Don't pretend you understand. Enough of this thoughtless prattle. I have work to do.
So check out how they animate the bosses in this game.
Let's get this over.
Look how massive he is. Hold on, I'm gonna remove my picture for just a second so you can see what he looks like, because the bosses in this game are pretty epic, how they actually present them. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. There you go. That's our dude. I might leave it off for the rest of the battle so that you guys can see him, unless you guys really want me to turn it back on. I'll turn it back on as soon as the battle's over if you guys want me to, okay? Let me know. I just, like, and then he's like, I've never seen that, like, see how he's like, see it's like redded out there, you can't actually, he's not vulnerable. He's probably not vulnerable until we take off his dudes, but that's actually never occurred in this game up until this point yet, so, Alright, let's think about how we're going to do this. We're not sure about what they're vulnerable against. So we should use Cirrus when he comes up to either hit them with cold to take down their 4 or just try randomly. So we'll do a 0 cost thing to see if they're daggers. They're not. That means that they're swords. They probably have to be swords. We could use Lin, because if he attacks one of them, he'll get either the sword or the polearm. It'll show. Oh, he's vulnerable to polearm. Lin chose to attack him. Alright, let's use Analyze and see what these dudes are vulnerable against. Huh. Okay.
Oops! Here goes nothing.
Alright. I'm gonna guess it there. You know what? I'm gonna use his ice to at least take one of the guards down. We need to get these guys' guards down. The boss is gonna attack here at some point. Alright, so I was guessing swords on these dudes because... There we go. Good guess. Alright, now we have their full, almost their full profile. They're definitely not... Okay, I think... I wish that I could tell Lin what to do. Let me see if I can, Hold on one second. Which one was an axe? I would love to hit one of them with his own guard. That'd be kind of nice. If you want to see the Frosty Fox, by the way, he's pretty cool. I just don't think he's going to be able to do a full AE. I don't think they actually do AE. I think he's going to be a single. I don't want to end up wasting or blowing the fight on it. Okay, alright. Let's throw Lind out. We're not going to pump him yet. Good, Lind. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. 638. What is he? He's like shooting from his face?
Here goes nothing.
Here's where Alpha comes really nicely to the rescue, because we can produce AE heals.
Try this.
And everybody's back to normal.
Interesting dynamic.
I'm tempted to do one ice because it's going to throw...
Oh, ice! Here's some proof!
So we know he's not vulnerable to ice in the back, but at least we got 2 for the price of 1, right? 2 guards down for the price of 1. Alright.
My turn.
Okay, so we can take this last guy out. And then we can do a double ice, basically, is what we're going to end up doing. Because we've got Blizzard. Here we go, boys. First time casting ever in this game. Jesus.
Letting my arrow
That was like
fly.
3,200 from each one. It was 16 times 2. And they're still up. I-beam, you know, right? Whatever that last vulnerability they have, it's not a weapon. And it's not going to do me any good if it's anything other than fire. So I'm not going to try any arrow attacks, although he might be vulnerable to arrows, and that might be useful to figure out in a second once we get his guard down. Let me see if Link can give us a good, Thanks, Lynn. That's the best you can do. That's okay.
All right.
I do not want these guys to cycle back. Let's at least get one off. We've got to at least get one off.
Cool off.
Wow, they have a lot of HP. Okay, they're back up to 4. At least the one is. Since the one is... Let's see what we got here. We are going to HP Thief, the one that's knocked out, see if we can get at least a little bit more HP off of him. before he goes back to 4.
Come in
Guard.
if thou darest.
I wish I knew if... yeah. Okay. I wish I had some better option than land on hers, but he's gonna give me at least a double attack on him, so... I mean, he took one of the things down, and... anyway, alright. Where is Alphen? Alphen is up after Big Dude. Are we gonna be able to survive that? 653? We should probably be fine, right? I'm gonna guess that we're fine on 653 on the Big Dude coming and hitting us in a second. So I'm gonna process a normal Ice Wind. Hopefully let Alphen do his job. What are you gonna cast?
Here.
Oh, nice job, Therion! Wow! Alright, let's heal some people.
Try this.
Wow, that's a serious I-beam,
Out of
dude.
my way.
Okay, so we can't boost him any yet, so let's try to get one
Let my
incapacitated
arrow
here.
fly and true.
Good job, Lynn, thank you.
All right.
Wow, Alphen, you're so low. I'm gonna actually use a healing grape on him.
Here goes nothing.
Now, what next?
There's a chance even if I don't, I'm gonna do this because there's a chance that it might kill the secondary one as well. Yeah, it wiped him out. Good. Alright. Let's go to Big Boy.
All right.
And I think...
Try
I'm gonna
this.
want him to have that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if he's vulnerable to swords.
Come
I guess we would have known that
if
from Lynn's
thou
attack.
darest.
No bows, no swords. Thanks for the extra attack though, Hannah. That's awesome. No blizzard, so he's not vulnerable to that, but I would guess fire, and the reason why I'm guessing fire is because this is Therion's story, and he can cast fire. Oh, I am so off. I should have used an Analyze.
Bring it on.
But you know what, Cass? I'm gonna get a treat. I know you can't see me getting it. I'm getting a treat, even though I just did something bad. I should have used Analyze. I'm still getting a treat. Did we check him with Axe? I don't think we've checked him with Axe yet. We're a little bit low on everyone. I'm gonna, since we're so close to it, I'm just gonna use this last Soothing Dust
Try this.
to get everyone up. We've got to find what the vulnerabilities are so we can
Out of my
control
way.
them. No fire. Alright, let's at least get him down with...
I appreciate it.
we might just have to use Therion to keep him
Come
down.
in
And he got
if
poison.
thou
Bonus.
darest.
Thank you, Therion's awesome dagger. We can check with her to see if Axe is a viable thing. It is. Good. And she gave us an extra attack. So we know that fire and ice aren't viable. Let's see if lightning is. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to make that same mistake. Let's just get a freebie. Analyze. Light? Ugh. I bet it's dark and light. What do you guys think? I bet you it's dark and light. Since I don't have any of those anyway, let's just get his final thing.
What next?
Right. We cannot... I don't have a wind anything. That's okay. Look how much boost we have saved up with everyone though. So this is going to be a nice little This is going to be a nice run. So let's break him. Now I've noticed that with bosses I typically have to do 2 breaks in order to win a fight. So this is the first break, alright? Let's hope that he doesn't summon something sort of extra. We're going to pump Therion all the way and use a steel SP, because that means he's going to get 2 times the attack, basically, off of a regular pump.
I appreciate it.
Not too bad. Didn't add any more stacks of poison. Treats for every occasion. Yeah. However, we do have, since we don't necessarily have anything to do for Alpha to do right now, we can't boost it, but what we can do is, first of all, we want to save his boosts in order to get for the second round when we have to actually bring that 7 back down to 0. What we can do is use something that we know he doesn't do well with, and that would be light or wind. So if we have kind of a larger one, here's a light M. We've got 3 of those. It's too bad that all foes aren't. I mean, it's too bad we can't use it for a. We could give him some candy. It looks like he. I'm not gonna say anything. All right, let's pop a light soul stone and see how much it does. And I can't boost this again, but
How do you like
it'll
this?
be something. 2,200. That's great. Good job, Alphen. Thank you.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Letting the hunt beginning. Let's see what we have here. Let's use one of his own guardians against him. Actually, scratch that. The giant boars are really pretty hard to capture, and they're pretty big. Let's summon a giant boar. We got 5 summons left on this giant boar. Actually, I think that... You know, one of these is more powerful than the other, and I think that the original one only comes with 3? So... let's see what happens. 1100's not bad.
Out of my way.
Out of my way.
Here goes nothing.
Last 3 character cycles to go through before we see if we're going to be able to get this guy down before his next thing. But look at Alphen. He is ready. He is completely boosted up there, ready to go after him as soon as this guy gets back up and running. So what we're going to do is defend to put him right after the dude's actions. Because that'll move him up in the list, basically, to be the first one. And boy, I wish we could bring him down this way as well. But let's get another, since we've got a couple stones. I never actually get to use those stones much. I think the light M is going to be our best choice still.
A gift for
2200. Wow, I wish I knew how much health he had.
Letting my arrow fly.
I like the fact that I can't, that I don't know, but still, it would be nice. Let's get rid of our last giant boar. There we go, we just lost our giant boar because he went back to the well. He's back up to 7.
All right.
But he doesn't have his little boys along anymore. And look at this, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the max you can do, by the way, and we'll still have 2 boost points left afterwards. So this is going to take him down to 3. And we can do any cleanup here. I don't think we have really much cleanup. We don't really need to give Therion anything because he's about to get his own HP because he leeches. We're just going to defend off that and put him in the next round. Let's leech the XP. And while we're at it, let's pump him a little bit. Sorry, HP. There we go. And he's poisoned, which is good.
Coming.
And it will come for the final incapacitation so that he doesn't get an action next round. He's poisoned and dazed. Isn't that wonderful? Alright, we've got some extra mana points to burn. Let's see what happens when we max out Lightning Blast, which I've never done before. Which, yeah. So this is max. This is four boost 4, and yeah, because you can't really. Right, and that would be an AE, by the way, after all. But yes, we know Therion. So you can also transfer SP, so you can actually give someone boosts, especially if they're going to hit really strong, which is kind of cool. And Alpha can do that as well, so it's kind of neat. I might do that if we go. I might do an Armor Corrosive if we go another round with him right before I know he's going to go, because it's for the next 2 turns. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Come in, if thou darest.
Does she have anything else that... I mean, this True Strike does a lot of damage, but... we could have him act at the end of the turn. It's a really great ability, by the way. But I'm kind of thinking that he's going to die now, and I think her True Strike is really powerful when it's pumped. More powerful than Lynn will be.
Aim and
Maybe about the same. He's going to do as... well, actually, since he's... we'll do a level 3 amputation on him, since he's vulnerable to axe. Yeah, might not have been worth it. Might not have been worth it.
Beginning.
Let's throw him at the end of the turn. Ah, boosted its... yeah, let's throw him at the end of the turn.
Than a snake.
Oh, not good, people. Why it didn't put him at the end of the turn? Oh, because it's for the next ones, right? Right. But at least he's not red anymore, which means you can actually attack him. So, what is his, yeah, right, okay. If I had some boost points, I might actually boost the concoct, but... oh, I wish I could. I really wish I had proper CC here. Let's keep coming down.
Come in, if thou darest.
Now, what next?
I think I'm going to analyze that. See something here. Okay, it's good enough.
What next?
I still think I have a good opportunity with him to actually just destroy him.
My turn.
Attack him once. Break him.
Let my arrow fly and true.
Good job, Lind. At least you attacked the right one.
Now, what next?
Yeah, I'm just tempted to absorb this other dude's thing just to get this other guy down. I mean, I'll definitely do that now. I just...
Unparalleled.
absolutely. Alright.
Reach inferno. For that.
Oh, sorry, last of the coffee.
I appreciate it. Really.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I wish he was vulnerable to arrows, because I would so true strike him right now. Untamable, I love that. What else do we have? Yeah, Shaky Meep's kind of just chill. Guardian, he's gonna go after that dude. Well, at least we know he's got a fire vulnerability on the other one too, so. Alright. We are going to use a plum on ourselves. Actually, we're gonna use one of our plum mediums on ourselves.
Let's try this. Bring it on!
What next?
You need to get him
Out of my
incapacitated.
An interesting dilemma.
Let's see what I got. I don't really want to use that. Alright. I'm gonna at least pop that for myself, just Alplum, because
Let's try this.
oh, not a plum. Oh my god, I made another mistake. Sorry, I'm getting to the 3 hour mark, so I'm
All right.
kind of getting delirious. Alright. Oh! Whew. Bark. Now we just need to clean up. Everybody still with me? Or is anyone still with me? Are you still here, Chaos? At least we won that piece. That's good. Alright. Can actually use this fire now.
Don't.
It's funny that we still have to attack and win this dude, like when his
Come
boss
in,
is gone.
if thou darest.
Bark! Hey, Lord.
Here we go.
Bark, bark. You know what? I'm gonna do a cure on him for at least. Well, I'm gonna burn one of these grapes. Wow. Do you have anything left? Nope. I'm just gonna use a. Yeah, he's kind of desperately needing it there.
What is the
Boom.
logical course of action?
Boom, bark. Burning, thank you.
The lad.
Some serious surprises. I wish I knew if he had a dagger vulnerability.
Here goes nothing.
Might be able to just capture him with Hannah too. Yeah, I think everybody's fine. I think everybody's fine, but we can go ahead and heal, who's our least down? Hannah? Yeah.
That'll do her. What is the logical course of action?
The logical course of action would be to destroy this dude.
Letting the hunt begin.
Untamable. So this is his specific golem we can't actually touch. That's fine. Let's do something else.
Aim and kill. Shoot true.
1,000. Love you. Love you, Hannah.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Just an arrow dude here. Not sure if Lind will work. So useless to use this, but it might actually complete it. Oh, he's got a lot of HP then, doesn't he?
My turn. Don't.
That would be funny if I lost because of a war of attrition on not the boss. By the way, I still haven't died in the game yet, so I don't actually know what happens. That's a lot of HP.
Here goes nothing.
For that. I really wish that we could... I guess we can just first aid ourselves into good health, right?
That'll do her.
What next?
I really need to find out what else this dude's kind of like vulnerable against.
Raining arrows up on.
Whoa. Wow. Alright.
Don't play.
Bring it on.
I think we're gonna use one of the baskets.
Try this.
Yeah.
What is the logical course of action?
The logical course of action would be to find out what he's weak against. I want to know the left. No, not that one.
What next?
Nice. Thank you for getting me an extra attack. I don't want to use a stone on him because he's not. His defense isn't down. It'll be like half. Let's give Hannah some more
Try this.
SP.
Out of my way.
He's got to be a dagger, right? Dagger or sword. Let's at least get some SP out of the deal if we're gonna do this.
I appreciate it.
He's a dagger. Good. I guess good information.
Coming.
Thank you
if
so much,
thou
Therion.
darest.
We can get his 2 down to 0 if we use hunter skills and raise those. 2 of those have to hit. There we go. We have removed him from the next turn cycle.
What next?
Well, what's next is you're going to do what you've been doing the entire time, and that's trying to kill him.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I wish we had more boost for her. $933 isn't bad. I mean, he's not even like the boss, right?
I appreciate it.
That's beautiful, Therion. It's your story. You deserve to have the winning blow.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Bested by a thief. How disgraceful.
Since you won't be doing much more research, I'll just take this.
Awrooo,
And now,
indeed.
back to Boulderfall.
Yeah.
I'm sure Heathcote's got new orders for me. Hooray.
Yay, bark, 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 bark. Is it going to port me out? It will, good.
I'm back.
I'm so glad to see you safe, Mr. Therion.
I brought the Dragonstone.
This is indeed the Ruby Stone, without a doubt.
You have my gratitude.
He is simply upholding his half of the deal, milady. He deserves no such thanks.
Well, thank you.
After
jeez.
all, he has yet to return the 2 remaining stones.
I got your 2 stones right here.
I think he's earned the removal of the band.
Stop and think about what you're saying.
I beg your pardon?
You can't guarantee I'll fulfill my promise if you remove this now.
Whoa, an honorable thief, guys.
I believe you would.
And why is that?
You don't strike me as someone who would abandon responsibility.
And you strike me as someone with too much faith in people. Take it from me, no matter how much you trust someone, they will betray you. So do yourself a favor and build your walls up higher before you get hurt.
Mr. Therion?
Please, milady, that's quite enough. Though I hate to admit it, he's right. It's best not to remove the band just yet.
If you insist.
So, where's the next stone?
After a bit of digging, I found it to be in Wellspring.
Cool. I actually heard about
Any
Wellspring
idea where
before.
in Wellspring?
That town is home to a black market.
What does he know about the black market? Only those involved with the business are supposed to know. I knew he was no ordinary butler.
The Emerald Dragonstone is being sold there. Or so my sources say.
I'll be on my way then.
Good luck out there, Mr. Therion.
You don't need to see me off again. It's a waste of time for both of us.
But... farewell.
Please, don't burden yourself with him, Miss Ravis. Even that man has dignity to uphold.
Dignity?
Though he may live an unscrupulous life, his skills as a thief keep him alive. Naturally, he has pride and confidence in these skills, but we use them against him. And I can imagine he feels great frustration when shown compassion and consideration by the very ones who duped him. If he did not feel such, I would not think him suitable for the job.
I see. He's a man with a lot of pride.
Milady?
My apologies, Heathcote, but I can't help thinking of that lonesome look on his face. It reminded me of myself back then.
Is that so?
Yes, his words may have been harsh, but I could tell that his true feelings were different.
And so Therion's journey continues. His next target, the Stone of Emerald. So he sets forth through the town of Wellspring and the Sunlands, and the den of villainy that awaits within. know that Wellspring is I think that's the one to the south of the summons, but I haven't been able to go to yet. It's not actually on the map, but there was a sign to it, I think, if I'm right. Let me just look at the map real quick. I'm about to take off, but I just, there she is, right there, yep. There's a branch off here that I saw the thing kind of go off and it said Wellspring. I think other characters have talked about it as well. Alright, there's a save point right here. Bark. Well, that was excellent. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Bark! Yeah, I gotta take off too, Enamorg. Thanks for watching, everyone. Chaos and Enamorg. I think you might be the only ones left. Because it was a long stream today. But, thanks guys, and thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow I'm going to do Dragon Quest again. It'll be just a normal length stream, so I know it gets kind of late for you, Chaos, I think. I think it's late over there, maybe, or early. Anyway, but love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow, and thanks so much for suggesting that I do this game today. It was kind of fun. Actually, it was a lot of fun, and very relaxing, so... Alright, bye guys. Bark, bark.